I'm at a work party. There's an open bar. I've got a club soda.
Club soda at an open bar corporate party is top tier black performative.
Listen, if you need to get a club soda as a black person because you think you're in danger of losing your job because you act crazy when you get drunk, that's on you. I'm not in danger. I am the danger.
Shout out to that brother. You did a wonderful job, and everybody needs to learn from you when you go to work functions. Stay low key.
Been following along at home, you'll know that I posted a video a few days ago about not drinking at a work party.
He thought he was lit. Oh, that thought he was lit, boy. He think we gon' fall for that. Oh no, you ain't gonna do that, my guy. We ain't stupid. Oh, he tried. What's good, peeps? It's your boy JP back at it again with another video. And you know my drip is a little different right now, a little different today. But today we're here to talk about black professionalism in corporate spaces. And apparently, y'all don't want to code switch. And I get it. It's cool. But if you got a Christmas party coming up, it's holiday season, as you can tell. Happy holidays to those out there. But if you don't know, a lot of people have Christmas parties and Christmas corporate parties around this time. So if you are one of those people, this video is definitely for you. But in general, black professionalism is something that we need to talk about. But before we do that, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Join the Prosper Gang. We're keeping it PG. There is a whole lot of prosperity going on around this mug, you feel me? Without further ado, let's get into the video.
I'm at a work party. There's an open bar. I've got a club soda. Club soda. I got bills to pay. Don't play with me.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think I need to be coached on what black professionalism looks like. Like, I genuinely don't think I'm prepared for what it seems to be the constraints you have to live under as a black man or woman within the corporate world. Especially as someone who's like trying to get into like the corporate side of healthcare. Like, bro, I had no idea. I went to the comments of this video. I had no idea how much black people keep themselves on guard in scenarios like that. Because if you tell me there's an open bar, I'm folding. Free tequila, I'm folding every single time.
I'm folding every time, especially let it be brown.
Me being a former athlete, I've been an athlete my whole life. I've always been the well-accepted Negro everywhere I went, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, you realize that the meritocracy that we face as black individuals in terms of being accepted for what we do and not who we are makes it seem like, for me, that I could do and function however I like because of the fact that I'm usually always good wherever I go. Not realizing that.
And no, that's facts. And his stance is more so on his performance. So wherever he go and whatever he participate in, he performs high in. So people make exceptions for him being black because of the fact of how successful he is at everything he do. And a lot of us, in speaking for myself and others that's probably like me, a lot of us are very good at code switching. Very good. It's a safety mechanism. It's a safety mechanism. It's a protective safety mechanism normally associated with people pleasing, right? So if you're a really good people pleaser, you're really good at code switching. Straight up, that's just about as good as I can, as simple as I can put it. So because of that, you tend to be the accepted Negro everywhere you go because you're good at people pleasing. And it ain't got nothing to do with race. You just good at just code switching based off your scenarios. You can see on the top, I'm in the hood. Down here, I'm in corporate. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? But I can play both sides. One moment I can, you know what I mean? But then when you get so deep into that frame, you lose sight of who you are as a human being, and especially in particular, who you are as a black individual. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful in those spaces when you be accepted as the acceptable Negro. You know what I mean? So I definitely get what he's talking about. Salute to the brother.
No, that's how you build the case against you.
Club soda at an open bar corporate party is top tier black performative. Because if your job is at risk because you can't have one or two drinks with your colleagues at the open bar corporate party, you must not be a good employee. Like, everybody is there. I understand that people love to say that we play by different rules. I've been in financial services my whole career. Yes, we do play by different rules. But I've been through, in my 10 plus year career in financial services, 6 or 7 corporate parties. 6 of them were open bar. And only one time did someone get fired and wasn't a black person. It was a guy who really couldn't handle his liquor and did some outrageous stuff.
Right. And I'm thinking on average, like if you are performing high at your job, going back to the first brother, if you performing high at your job and you getting the results that the company need, why you getting a little too lit at a party is enough for you to lose your job. Now, granted, I'm not in the professional space. I'm in the blue collar space and in the creative space. So I don't never have to really worry about like this level of like code switching, because I can do what I want to do. And that's the whole reason why I built this YouTube, because I don't want to be told what to do and how to move. And I don't want to be able to do nothing. In my day job, I don't have a uniform, so I can do whatever I really want, for real. But with this, like, if you perform well, why is it that big of an issue to you having 1 or 2 drinks and just getting a little lit? You know what I mean? Like I said, if you sexually harassing your co-workers, you talking completely out of code, like losing all level of professionalism, then I can understand that. But if you got some level of decorum, even when you drunk, why would that cost you your job? So just be you at the end of the day. Unless being you is completely out of whack, then I get it. Don't drink at all, my brother.
Them parties are more buttoned down than you can imagine. Like, at least in my experience, you're seeing people you've never worked with or maybe only seen on the email. Everybody's just there to have a good time. Everyone has the same idea. Even the white folks are there to spend the corporation's money. We about to get the finest liquors, the best scotches, the tequila shots all around. Like, we are having a time, okay? The fact that you and that other young lady felt that y'all had to brag about getting cup sodas, y'all are more at risk of getting fired for recording that video in a corporate setting without other people's permission than any drink you would have in your hand. So I hope your company sees that and you have an HR problem. You must not be a good employee.
And I wholeheartedly agree, because I feel like as Black people, as much as we have evolved, we are forcing ourselves to mentally not evolve. Because I just got my foot into the corporate world.
Just to climb corporate, right? A lot of us do get to those positions to where, like, or not even just corporate. Like, a lot of us get in these positions to where we want to be respected, or we want to be able to climb the politics groups and play into the corporate politics to climb the ladder and make more money. I get it. But at what point are you losing yourself? And maybe you just playing your cards right. And maybe you feel like, oh, well, maybe I just don't got to do this at work. I can do this off the clock, whatever. I get it. But I feel like just be you. I mean, why not have the best of both worlds? I don't want to sell out for the bag. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not going, I'm not going to sell out is what I'm trying to say.
I've been to a couple of corporate dinners, corporate outings, and December is coming up, so I got my first Christmas party coming up.
Shout out to y'all.
And I just feel like as a grown adult, I am definitely going to take part in all of the amenities that I've worked for and I've earned being in this space,
Right.
For you to feel like you're going to get fired because you're Black and having a drink, I just don't understand why they would wait for that moment and not just figure out another way to fire your Black ass, since that's what you think is what's going on. Because I get, at the end of the day, we are Black, so we do have to perform differently from everybody else.
Right, I can get it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not dense. I understand how the world looks at Black people and how they throw us all in a bucket. And if one do it, if one bad, most of y'all bad. I know how a large percentage of the greater society see us. So I get it. You have to, learn how to turn it on and off a little bit, but you don't want to lose yourself in the process. Still be you, though. So if you gotta, like, not drink at all, and, like, the price of being Black is not being able to drink at a corporate event that you worked hard to be at, my brother, that is selling out. Straight up.
But, like, I just feel like as a responsible adult, as a grown adult, 1 or 2 drinks shouldn't have you on your ass like Mary over here. And I feel like we know what I'm trying to say. Have y'all ever been to a corporate event or a corporate outing that involves drinking? Do y'all realize that the CFO and the CEO and the COO and like all of the executives be like drunk out of their mind on their ass? And if you match their energy to the point where they notice and then you get a slip on your door a couple of weeks later, that is entirely on you. That's entirely on you because no one's thinking about that at these events. And I just hate that we're even creating that narrative considering all of the evolution that we as Black people have been a part of.
Company party with an open bar. You got a club soda. Huh? Stop sign. Listen, if you need to get a club soda as a Black person because you think you're in danger of losing your job because you act crazy when you get drunk, that's on you. I'm not in danger. I am the danger. I'm the one that's getting rounds of shots after rounds of shots after rounds of shots. Look like a drum mag in this bitch. I am the harbinger of chaos because they can't drink like me. Don't get me wrong, I'm lit, but I'm not drunk like these white folks. I'll drink all of them under the table. They just don't know because I'm quiet and I sit back reserved at work. When I get at these parties, they get drunk as a skunk, and now the manager making out with somebody in the middle of the floor.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy. That should be enough for you to probably get fired. I ain't gonna lie to you, you can't do that. You know, you gotta have some level of decorum.
Somebody done pissed down their legs. Somebody done threw up over the hors d'oeuvres. There's a director, fucking supervisor in the bathroom right now. And I'm just taking it all in, mental notes. All the shit you see going on, that's me, that's my fault. I did that. Man, you better do what you're gonna do and have fun while you doing it, cause you already Black. That's enough for them to fire your ass anyway.
Hey man, shout out to that brother who was at that work function and had a club soda instead, because that's what we do, man. First off, when I used to go to these work functions, I barely would go. And then when I'm going, I'm like a quick in and out. I just say, hey, go see like the head directors or the CEO. You know, I go see the CEOs and stuff, say, hey, then I'm out. I don't do that drinking and stuff because you can get caught up, some stuff be said, or you know how people be cackling and, ooh, nope, I done seen too much go on. So many marriages broken, too much going on.
But this is where it comes to, do you trust yourself? And if you trust yourself and you trust your limit, then if you trust yourself, then I don't see why you can't. Like I said, I know how to handle my liquor to where I know enough. Okay, I can't drink this much. You know, not because I don't know how to act. Because trust me, being a people pleaser long enough in your life, you can be drunk out your mind and still know how to conduct yourself in public. I'm just saying, you can do it. Yeah, because it's ingrained in your DNA at that point. But for the point of I don't want to be throwing up. About to fall out, and I don't want to do all that because I didn't have too much to drink. But know how to act, I know me. Trust me, I don't never have a problem with that. But if you trust yourself, then I mean, I don't see why you can't just enjoy yourself enough to have a good time. You know how to, like, I don't know, maybe some people don't. It's been ingrained in my bones since I was a kid. So I know how to conduct myself. I'm just saying.
So, yes. Shout out to that brother. You did a wonderful job, and everybody needs to learn from you. When you go to work functions, stay low key. Don't go there trying to cut up, because it's really a setup low key. They trying to catch you off your guard, make you.
But not everybody out to get you. And I get how as Black folks we feel that way. Like everybody is out to get us, and sometimes it is. But if you have to live in fear your entire life, you work that hard to get to that level of success in the corporate space, and you have to live in fear. Was really all that hard work and money worth it? I don't know. I know it's just a job and you can clock out and go have fun somewhere else. I get it. But I ain't trying to live in fear, so I don't know.
Say some stuff strange. So, yeah, shout out to him, man, for real.
I want to talk about the Black guy who didn't drink at the corporate event. He just had club soda. Because when I was in corporate, they can't never say they saw Q drinking. Matter of fact, I went so far to pour drinks out. Like, I remember one time specifically, we had hit like our Christmas goal, end of year goal, and we're cheers on top of the building. Because I worked in property management, we had rooftops. I poured my drink into the planner after we all said cheers. Because again, y'all can't never say y'all saw me drink. If we ever went out after work, which was rare that I went, let me get a Sprite or a Diet Coke. But what I absolutely don't agree with is him putting people on camera, even if it was like inadvertent. And I know you have no right to privacy in public. So if you're walking up and down the street, I can record you and you can't stop me. Like, even if you standing in your living room, bucket naked, and I can see through the front door or through a window, I can record that and you can't stop me. Because what I can see is from the public view. Close your windows. But he's inside of a building at a private event, recording and having these people on camera drinking, you know, whatever drinks in their hand. You're worried about being fired for drinking? Brother, that is what's going to get you fired. You just so accidentally recording the CEO and his mistress. That is going to get you fired. It won't be the drinking.
That nigga who went to the open bar and just got club soda does not know ball for real. When you're at a work social event and there's an open bar and everybody else is drinking, the key trick to it is just make sure you don't drink more than everybody else. An open bar network event is one of the best ways to get your name out there because everybody's guards down. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt. That nigga used to bring his people of his party into his room to talk about things, and he would give them all liquor and water his shit down. It's the same thing we do at work events. If you want to network and talk to people and get the...
I mean, I don't... Yeah, I get it. The brother got a perspective that is very useful in a way of getting people so lit that they just willing to open up and tell you enough to where, like they say, loose lips sink ships. I definitely understand that. And you can definitely, like, you know, benefit by, like, playing the game smart, but I mean, I get what you're trying to say. That's a little sneaky, but I get it.
real spill and see what the fuck going on, see what you gotta do to get promoted. You just gotta drink less than everybody else. Niggas gonna be like, it's unethical. How? Just because I know how to water down my drinks and I drink as much as everybody else? It's not unethical for me. See, him drinking a club soda shows that he's probably an alcoholic, shows that he can't control his liquor. You have to see, because if you have a club, if somebody comes up to me and I say, what are you drinking? You say club soda, you're gonna throw me off. I'm not gonna want to expose myself to you. Because why aren't you drinking like me? Why aren't you being one of my equals? That's why you have to carry a drink with you, but you should be sipping that drink the whole time you're there. Nobody's gonna question how many drinks you've had, as long as you're drinking it with them. What do you mean?
Guy that did the open bar video, and he was showing that he was drinking club soda and his other black coworker was drinking club soda and everybody else was like drinking you know, wine, whatever they had to offer. There's been some interesting responses because I know a lot of people, specifically black people, feel like they cannot drink at the company workplace because there's a lot of eyes on them, and you know, you never want to get drunk at the company event. I'm sorry. People will be talking about you. It will be memorized. Memorized, is that a word? I don't know. They will remember whatever.
Yeah.
And I do feel like it based on your color, you are looked at differently if you get drunk. Now for me, I'm gonna have me a drink. I know my limit though, but I'm going to get me something to drink.
I think as long as you don't break any corporate rules, you don't break any HR rules, and you perform well at your job, I don't see no reason why you can't be yourself. I don't see it. I don't see why you can't be yourself. It should be no reason why you can't drink, even if you, as long as you know how to conduct yourself in public, and like I said, you don't break any rules, but you perform well, why would anybody want to fire you? Like, you are a key component to the business, to the success of the business. Why would they want to fire you for that? I don't know. That's just me. Like I said, I don't believe in playing corporate politics. I hate politics, real politics, and I hate like social politics. Like, I don't play that because like I don't kiss nobody's ass. I just don't do that. So if I can't be me and still get to where I need to get to, then I don't know if I really want to do it. You know what I mean?
Forced to be here, and it's on company time, I'll take a margarita with strawberry. Thank you. But again, like, one drink is not gonna make me break dance on the floor. Now, I will say this: everybody has to know their limits. But yeah, it's just better safe than sorry. But just balance yourself. Like, I'm gonna have you a wine.
Don't drink, never drank, so please forgive the ignorance. I mean it. I've like taken shots before. I've never been drunk. I felt that tipsy feeling one time. Was like, ooh, I don't like it. Devil's lettuce is my play.
Shit, I love it. Don't tell me nothing. That's I love it.
But anyway, I saw that video of the guy who was like, it's an open bar, but I got a club soda, because they're crazy if they think, oh, what am I missing? Wasn't everybody drinking? Was it like, did you think that they were going to look at you drinking and go, oh, that guy drinks? Is that what he was saying? Or was he saying that if he get too much liquor in his system, then he going to act crazy? Either way, what? Bro, if you going to drink, drink. If not, don't. You know what I'm saying? If I'm somewhere and there's alcohol and somebody asks me if I want something, I don't drink. I simply don't drink. I'm not talking down on you because you do and all that. Because again, the devil's lettuce is my shit. Not actually burning. I'll eat it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I don't smoke, so that's. Yeah, I could be in a room full of potheads. You don't have to worry about me smoking or putting it to my lips or eating it. I don't indulge in the Mary Jane.
I'll fucking Eddie up. Never actually, you know what I'm saying? I've hit a pin. Hit pin plenty. Love that shit. But I just like drinking isn't my thing. I can count on one hand how many times I've drank alcohol and it was disgusting and I just don't get it. But I don't look at y'all any different. Just like I would hope you don't look at me any different for eating a gummy bear. Anyway, what did he mean? What was that supposed to mean? Like, was he gonna get drunk and like have his shirt off and be spinning around his head? Cause if that's the case, then bro, that's on you, bro.
Right.
I hate
do
when
you
people
trust yourself?
drink alcohol and then act like nothing they do after they start drinking is their fault. It's still you. Imagine me eating an Eddie, right? Acting bananas, taking my shirt off, throwing it around my head like a helicopter. And it was like, oh man, I had an edible before I did all that. None of that count.
If you've been following along at home, you'll know that I posted a video a few days ago about not drinking at a work party. And you know, as time has gone on with that video and the comment section slowly got cancer and started like degrading and turning into the typical social media cesspool, you know, something became very apparent that a lot of you that joined for totally different reasons here have said to me. And I'm now starting to really wrap my head around it. Positivity is just so lost on our society today. People...
Wait, what? I hope he ain't trying to say that he was trying to be positive. What? I hope he don't try to like gaslight us into what we kind of assume he was. Okay, we're gonna see.
As a whole have forgotten how to just not be hateful. Imagine being hateful online to someone that has made a choice not to drink alcohol and then cast all these horrible reasons about why. Without...
But no. We're not going to do that. You framed the video like, oh, I got a day job. I'm trying to keep, I got bills to pay. Like, you didn't say, oh, y'all, I'm here, I'm drinking a club soda because, I'm not really into alcohol. There's a reason why that video went viral. It was the way you framed it. Don't gaslight us, bro. You not about to do that.
Even thinking about the most obvious reasons that someone might not drink at work. Like, let's take...
But everybody else was drinking and they was cool with it. So what are you trying to say about them then? Okay.
Take all of the very obvious professional reasons off the table. Let's just go to what should have been the most obvious thing to people that were thinking rationally. It's a work party, and me and everybody else there drove there. Like, throughout all the comments, thousands and thousands of comments, nobody even thought, like, hey, maybe he's driving. Actually, it was...
Okay, but why would we assume that? Like, that's a given. You're an adult. So everybody else that was drinking, we just assume they was driving too, and we think they're irresponsible for drinking, knowing that we don't know who drove and who didn't. We don't know if y'all carpool. As an adult, that's your responsibility off the gate. We're not gonna we should, to a degree, we would give you props for, not drinking and driving, but That's a given. You should know not to do that anyway. We passed that. It's the other way you framed it. Don't. He thought he was lit. Oh, that thought he was slick, boy. He think we gon' fall for that. Oh no, you ain't gonna do that, my God. We ain't stupid. Oh, he tried. All right.
2-hour drive to where I was for that work party. The other thing that should have been blind.
And one drink ain't gonna do enough. Look at you. I'm a solid 140. You look like you could be at least a solid 180, if not more. Not trying to body shame you or weight shame you, but if 2 or 3 drinks ain't gonna hurt me, brother, I don't want to hear it.
Blindingly obvious. Had anyone just put some brain cells together, maybe I don't drink, which is actually.
Then why would you make the video? What he's mad at is that people, because this is what happens, right? When this is where it goes with the loose lips sink ships. I always say, I have this saying, and I always say it, and it applies to me. Even though sometimes that's my weakness, but it applies to me, but it's true no matter who you put it on. If you talk enough, you will tell on yourself. What his issue is that he realized that he exposed who he really was and didn't realize he did that, and people read him like a book. And he's mad because people read him accurately and it's making him self-reflect, and it bothers him. So now he's trying to gaslight us into saying that we're wrong. No, brother, we're not wrong. We read you as clean as a book, but you don't like it because now you got to self-reflect and realize, bro, you was code switching. And you don't like that you was doing that. It's cool. I would respect you more if you stood on it and be like, I was, but that's just the politics that I play. I would at least respect you because you stood on that. Don't try to gaslight us and say we wrong. No. We read you clear and we heard you loud and clear. Don't try that. We heard you loud and clear, brother.
Which is the case. I don't really drink. About a year ago, I made a decision to just not drink. I have a drink every once in a while, but
then why did you make the video then? So either if this true that you don't drink, why you try to make the video in the framing that you drink, but you chose this time not to drink because it's a corporate, bro, you framed it, you know what you was doing. If this was true, you're the wrong one for framing it like that. And then you making your coworkers in the background of your video look bad because you trying to frame like they drinking when they shouldn't be, but you aren't. Like, bro, we're not all right, bro. You full of it.
But I don't drink. And now the part that I guess is the most upsetting. And I think it upsets me the most because it was pretty much exclusively people that look like me that had this to say. It's this idea that I wasn't drinking because of the color of my skin in that environment. And
granted, we could be a little off, but we not that. The way you frame that, brother, you not gonna sit here and gaslight us, dude.
There's a lot that we could say about that. That has little to nothing to do with it. The fact of the matter is that I am leadership at my job. When there's a room full of my colleagues, I outrank 90% of them. In that particular room, I only had, maybe 5 peers out of that group of 200 people.
So a drink is going to harm your leadership role? You not helping. You still not helping your case. You were better off just leaving this alone. Okay.
And I guess what's upsetting is that nobody even took a second to even ask the question. Are you leadership? Are you in charge? Are you a manager?
It don't matter. One drink ain't going to keep you from doing that.
Is it your company altogether? It's like the assumption is always that I am, some lower tier or bottom tier worker. And it's just so disappointing because No one even asked the question. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I have nothing to prove. I have worked so hard.
But you didn't make the video like you didn't have nothing to prove. You made the video in a very condescending tone, like, look at me, y'all. I ain't doing this compared to everybody else. Then when everybody else got something to say, now you playing victim like it's your fault, like it's our fault. Stop playing with us, bro.
My life to have everything that I want. Anything that I truly want, I can have it.
I believe
As
it.
illustrated behind me in my dream car that I bought a year ago.
Salute
my
to you.
amazing
What's
family,
up?
my amazing son. I have everything that I could ever want. So maybe it's easy for me to have a positive attitude when I don't have feelings of inadequacy. I'm not casting my own insecurities about myself onto other people. I'm just out here living my life and enjoying the fruits of my labor.
Well, then do that. But you, like I said, you can't put that information out and frame it like that. But then when people got something to say about it, now we're the ones putting negativity on you. No, we not. I always believe the energy you put out in the world is the energy you get back. Don't get mad at the way people come at you when you put it out there like that. That's just how the world works. You want positivity to come at you, put positivity back out there. You know what I mean? Nothing about that original video was made to be positive. It wasn't meant to necessarily be negative, but it was meant in a very like, you trying to say something tone. So then people had something to say back. I don't understand how complicated that is. You're very smart corporately, and not in the common sense area I can see.
And if you want to drink at your work party, you go ahead and you do that. That's fine. I don't care what you do. So anyway, so many of you told me that I stood out because of my positive outlook on life. And I'm suddenly realizing, first, why that stuck out to so many people, but I'm also realizing that that actually is important. So what I'm actually going to do is I took the video down, but I know the internet is forever. Who cares? I'm going to go through and I'm going to count all of the negative comments. And I don't know how long it's going to take me, but for every negative comment, I am going to donate $1 to a charity. I got to figure out what charity that'll be. Maybe some anti-online bullying thing, or maybe an animal shelter. Maybe I'll do Spark Macon and support entrepreneurship. I'm going to figure something out, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn all of that venom into something positive, because I think that when I look at what do I want to make this into, I think that's what I want it to be. And I'm going to do my part to work against all of this foolishness. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for supporting this. And thank you all so much that aren't those people that feed into this awful trend of just negativity that we've got in our world and in our country. Thank y'all.
Well, salute to him for the solution he made. But that don't change the fact that you're trying to use that solution to dodge self-reflection. That video think about it. You picked up your phone. You decided to press record and record that video and upload it. You did it with a certain intention in your head. And you got more than what you thought you was going to get. But it wasn't necessarily the response you thought, and that response made you think about yourself on an internal level. And it bothered you. What you saw bothered you. That's an issue that you got to sit with. I am glad that you're going to turn this into something positive, but don't use that tool to avoid the self-reflection that you need to do. You are a positive person, and that's good. But all of us got insecurities, and all of us got ways that we look in the world. Like, look at the way you were talking about, like, I'm a leader. You think I'm just some average employee. Like, why are you talking about your average employees like that? You playing this politics, this corporate politics. You understand you being black as part of that. And part of you probably feels like you maybe sold out a little bit. This is just my assumption. I could be wrong. But what I want you to know is, don't avoid self-reflection, brother. I'm not saying you're a bad person at all. I'm saying that video said something, whether you meant it or not, it said something, and people had something to say back. And you need to look at that and look at where that video in your heart came from. And you need to address that. So you don't have to worry about this no more. But again, I'm happy that you got everything you wanted in life. You deserve that. You worked hard for it. And I'm happy that you choosing to donate. That's great. No knock at you at that. But make sure you self-reflect. We all need to. With that being said, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get monetized by the time my birthday next month. So with that being said, shout out to him. Shout out to everybody that participated. But remember, there is nothing impossible to they who try. So next time, I'm out. Deuce.